everybody, how you doing? It's your girl Bilikis. It's good to be back. I'm always excited each time I want to make a video. Today's class will be on how to sew up our Bustier pattern we made in our last class. And in case you missed the video on how to draft a Bustier pattern, I'm going to put the link in the description box below. So today we are going to be sewing up the patterns that we have here. I made a video on how to draft this. So today's class will be on how to make this beautiful top. Can you see that? So wonderful. Can you see that? So I'm going to be showing you step by step on how to do that. And if today is your first time of checking out my channel, you are highly welcome and in the right place. Please make sure you subscribe and tap on the notification bell to get notified each time we put up a video. And please check out my other channel, Bilikis Signatures, for lovely DIYs like what I have here. Yeah, so I'm going to put the link on how to make this beautiful top on Bilikis Signatures in the description box below. Also, Bilikis Kitchen for lovely food recipes. Follow me on Instagram, Bilikis Signatures, and on Facebook, Sewing Innovations. So right now, let's go to the work table. This is the panel we made the last time, and as I've said, if you missed the tutorial, I'm going to put the video link in the description box below. So I want to show you how to cut it on the fabric and how to sew it up. I'll be making use of this material to do this. You can make use of your calico fabric, but the color is not friendly with my mannequin and won't be visible to you guys. So that's why I'm using this material. So let's start from the front panel. So all I have to do now is this. Looking at the pattern, you will see the seam allowance all around others, but only the front panel, because that will be on fold. It's going to be on fold. This will be on fold. Then I have my notches. This point has to match up. Fold the fabric this way enough to accommodate the front on the side. Can you see it? So I'm going to place this here, holding it up with a pin for your sewing clips. And this will be placed here. So I'm just going to use my marker because this will be visible. You can use your tailor's chalk or your fabric pen. You can either trace it out this way or just cut it with your scissors. But I just want you to see what I'm doing. As I've said, you don't need to do all this. Just cut it up with your scissors because we already added the seam allowance to the pattern. So I'm through with that. So this is it, and then I can cut it all out. Right now I've cut it all out. This is what it looks like. So don't forget those notches, to note those points, because they have to match with the other parts. One is here, one is here. So the same thing I did to the front, I'm going to do to the back. So I'm going to cut it out the same way. And then another thing I will do is to indicate this 1/2 inch seam allowance also on this panel so that you can see what I'm doing exactly. all the panels has been cut out, and then you can see I've traced out the seam allowance so that you know what seam allowance will be taken in. Now for the front, this is the 2 panels I have. Sorry, that's 3. Can you see what it looks like? So this is it. So we're going to be sewing it up, then the back. Then from here you can see I've indicated this is the center back on both sides, so as not to make any mistake. I will know the side that is easier for me. So the back is 4. Can you see what the back looks like? Now we are going to start sewing from the front. So for this, it is advisable you pad it up, which I will do in another tutorial, how to pad your bustier, which is very easy. To start sewing it up now, just make sure these are right side facing each other with just 1 panel. And what is my trick to doing this? Fine, you start from the lower part, but for me, I just match up the notch here and just pin it down, or you stock it. Then I'll take to my sewing machine and then sew in about 2 inches just from the edge. I'm going to sew in about 2 inches, then stop there and then go back to the lower part to start sewing, so that when I get to this area I could adjust this perfectly. So that is my trick on how to do that. Now let's go to the sewing machine. I have the panels here now, as I've said, have pinned it down. So first I'm going to start from this upper part. Just make sure it matches. Following the seam allowance, I'm just going to sew in about 2 inches. And I'm going to stop there. You see what I have? Now I'm going to go back to the lower parts to now start sewing from the bottom. Going to make sure the notch match. Make sure you put the notch parts together. As you can see, we are going to adjust this as we go on. So when I get here, can you see that? Just adjust with your fingers, or you notch. Just give the lower part some notches. So it's going to ease that part. And you see the place is relaxed. So can you see that? So that was easy. So the next thing is to use my hand to just give it a good press. So the same way I sew this up, I'm going to sew the other panel. Right now I've sewn all the front panel together. So the next thing you are going to do before you give it a good press is to notch this part. And why should you notch? It is to ease all those curved areas. Can you see? So you are going to notch it before opening up your seam to give it a nice press. So just imagine you padding it up. It's just going to be beautiful. You're going to see it on the mannequin. So going to the back panel now, can you see what it looks like? All I have to do now is to sew it up this way. So if you're lining it up too, you sew the liner the same way. So half an inch down, coming here, half an inch down. Before we now join this side to the initial one we sewed up. Can you see? Then I'm going to join half an inch by the side here, half an inch together. So let me quickly sew the back and attach the sides. This is the top after sewing it up. Can you see how it looks? So imagine you just pad it, it's just going to come out very, very nice. So because the fabric I use is so light, so it might not bring it out, but when it is on the mannequin, you see how beautiful it looks. In another tutorial, I will teach on how to pad your bustier top or blouse to come out so nice. So let me put it on the mannequin for you to see. Now this is the back. Can you see the back? So everything is just intact. Can you see? So let me put it on the mannequin. This is the bustier top we've just made, and you can see how wonderful it looks. Can you see the bust? Just so wonderful. All to the back. If you're making this for yourself, if you're trying it out, make sure you use a calico fabric. But I was thinking about the visibility. That is why I had to use a colored fabric, though it is very light and not in good shape, but you understood what I was talking about. So just give it a try and share with us on our Facebook group, Sewing Innovation. Tag me on Instagram, Bilikis Signatures. I have to go, guys. Bye.